Hello, everyone, and welcome to another movie review. I am happy that you can join me today. If you are new to this channel, click the subscribe button below for future notifications and updates. Click the like button to share this video with other movie fans. At the time I am posting this review, it's Wednesday, March 19th, and The Electric State premiered on Netflix last Friday, March 14th. It was directed by Anthony Russo and Joe Russo. It has an all-star cast, and the running time is a little over 2 hours. The movie is based on a graphic novel written by Simon Stålenhag, and according to reports, the budget was $320 million. That is what caught my attention. I was wondering, why would a movie with a budget that big not have a theatrical release before going to streaming? To give you a brief synopsis of this film is going to be tricky because I don't fully understand the story. But the first act takes place in 1990, and we're following Michelle, played by Millie Bobby Brown, and her genius level brother Chris. In this version of the past, humans and robots coexist, but you find out that Michelle was in a car accident. She was the sole survivor, so she lost both of her parents and Chris. Fast forward to 1994, she's living in foster care, according to the online material that I read, and one day she is visited by a robot named Cosmo, who tells her that it is her brother Chris, and he knows, or it knows, how to find Chris. So Michelle goes on a journey to find Chris with the help of Cosmo and a bunch of robots and John Keats, played by Chris Pratt. And this John Keats is a military vet. Keats and Michelle find their way into a zone where robots are isolated from the human population. But while Michelle is looking for her brother, a bunch of tech villains, headed by Skate and Bradbury, played by Stanley Tucci and Giancarlo Esposito, they are after Cosmo, the same robot who is helping Michelle. So I am going to give this film 1.5 out of 5 stars. When I first watched the film, I fell asleep. So I gave the film the benefit of the doubt because I watched it late at night before bedtime. So the second time I watched it, I decided to watch it in the morning after I woke up. I still fell asleep. This movie is a bore. The plot is a mess. I don't understand the story because what looks confusing to me is, how can a movie about a world of humans and living alongside robots take place in the 1990s? And what really leaves me scratching my head is the Russos made some great Marvel films, and they have an all-star cast here. How can a movie with so much talent, with such a big budget, make a movie this bad? This doesn't even make sense. And this movie came out less than 2 weeks after the Oscars. And I have to say this again. The movie that won Best Picture had a $6-7 million budget. The Brutalists had a budget of less than $10 million. So The Electric State just looks like an embarrassment. This goes back to Oscars 2024. The writer-director of the film American Fiction, Cord Jefferson, said in his Oscar acceptance speech that Hollywood needs to make less big budget films and more $5 to $10 million movies. I agreed with him then, and I still agree. When I think about the state of the economy right now, people are losing good paying jobs. People lost homes during the fires in California, followed by floods, extreme weather conditions that left a lot of people in dire situations. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth to watch a bad film with a $300 million budget. The waste of money, the waste of resources is gross and disgraceful. So that is all for today. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment box below what you thought of the movie. And until next time, try and have fun at home streaming.